They say you don't remember the day you were born, and I suppose that's true. I don't have memories of a crib or a blanket, just flashes of massive, loving eyes and the warm curve of a smile. Before the world became sharp and clear, it was soft and filled with the gentle hum of my mother's voice. By the time I turned 5, my reality shifted. The soft edges of my world began to fade. My mother passed away, and though I was too young to fully grasp where she had gone, I understood that the gentle touch I had known was replaced by a quiet, heavy stillness. The house felt larger and much emptier than it had before. My father, Bert, was a man built of iron and discipline. He was a good man, strong and capable of handling just about anything or anyone. He walked with a straight back and spoke with a voice that didn't waste words. Bert was an ex-soldier, a man who had seen the world at its roughest. Bert was born in the year 1914, entering a world that was just about to change forever. Growing up during such hard times had forged him into a person who valued order and resilience above all else. He didn't know much about lullabies, but he knew everything about survival and standing your ground. Life with a soldier meant that things were done the right way. There was a time for waking, a time for chores, and a time for study. He taught me how to lace my boots tight and how to look a person in the eye. The gentleness was gone, but in its place was a sturdy foundation that kept me upright. Sometimes, a kind woman from the village would stop by to check on us. She would bring a basket of apples or a loaf of fresh bread. She spoke in the soft tones I vaguely remembered from my earliest years. My father would thank her with a sharp nod. His respect shone through his actions rather than his words. Bert didn't believe in idle hands. He taught me how to read maps and how to track the weather by the scent of the wind. We spent hours in the workshop, where the air smelled of sawdust and oil. He showed me that a man's worth was found in the things he could build and the promises he kept. I remember finding his old military trunk one rainy afternoon. Inside were medals and faded papers that told the story of a younger Bert. He had been a hero long before he was my father. When he found me looking at them, he didn't get angry. He simply sat down and told me that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the decision to keep moving forward. As I grew older, I realized that Bert's strength was his way of protecting me. He had lost so much, yet he never let his spirit break. He was born in 1914, a child of a difficult era, and he had raised me to be just as durable. I stopped looking for the gentleness and started seeing the deep, silent love in every lesson he taught. We are a team, the soldier and his son. We don't say, "I love you" with words, but we say it every time we mend a fence or hike a trail. My mother's memory is the soft light in our home, but Bert is the walls that keep the wind out. I am proud to be his son, a boy raised with the strength of 1914.